Hi, lovely burbles. Today we are going to try out the game called The Shape of Fantasy Verne. Developed by Gametopia and published by Assemble Entertainment and Whisper Games. On Steam, they're having the text become Jules Verne, an adventure into the dangers that hide in Hemera, a fantastic parallel world built from his own imagination. Explore, solve puzzles, and unlock the most coveted secret of the mighty Atlantis. The texts are interactive fiction, dystopian, and 2D. Let's start a new game then. This game saves automatically. All right. Deep down the water. Reminds me a bit of Dave the Diver, actually. Also the style here right now. Other 1888.
The end of the nation is very close, Verne.
You are very confident about your triumph. Until we open the chest, we won't know for sure if the Compass of Destiny is really inside.
The chest is in perfect shape after 2,000 years under the sea. No human technology can do that. It's Atlantean, that's for sure.
The ship, the inscriptions, all the pieces fall into place. The Compass of Destiny is inside. We are going to change the course of this goddamn war, Verne. We are going to change history.
Take it to Mr. Verne's lab and start maneuvers to ascend for air recycling.
This discovery will change it all.
March 25th, 1888. Scientific Officer Log. It's a great day for the captain, who has asked me to begin documentation while he delivers a speech to the crew in the library. After months of searching, at last he found it. He doesn't have the slightest doubt that the Compass of Destiny is in his hands. An old artifact that, once released from inside this chest, it is supposed to guide us safe and sound to the flame of Hephaestus, the most powerful energy source in the world. The deadbolt has a complex defensive system, and the...
Okay. So WASD's move is run and press Q to start playing. I was about to say, okay, so this is how the first chapter starts. What happened here?
Verne here.
Verne, quick! The nation is attacking us! Not a single Atlantean piece can fall into their...
Mon Dieu! Merde! 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 I must hurry to recover the iMac. It's inside of the armory's safe room, and wait there. It's the safest place around.
Image for... It's a BIOS, okay, Atlantean reality alternating device. The iMac is a powerful Atlantean device capable of detecting fissures in the flow of reality and offering its user to different possibilities that could take place in the same instant. A first and unique prototype was manufactured a few months before the incident that caused the destruction of the Atlantean civilization. Created with the intention of speeding up construction and technological development, they discovered, however, that the iMac had a limitation. Very few could provide it with the tremendous amount of imagination necessary for optimum performance. Only the brightest and most creative minds could do so. The goddess Plessia intervened in its manufacture, inspiring Atlantean engineers and providing ideas for its operation. However, neither she nor any primordial could use it, since the emotional influences emanating from them affected the flame of Hephaestus, destabilizing it. Whatever plans the Atlantean had for its manufacture were abruptly interrupted by the hecatomb that wiped out their lands, so the iMac became a unique device on Hemera. After that, it simply disappeared. Its location gave rise to hundreds of theories, the most plausible being the one that describes how several surviving Atlantean families hid it in what we know now as Greece, becoming an object of veneration and giving rise to the pre-Hellenic cult of Plessia, which had a short but intense existence. There's also Vernlock, so there are going to be some cards here, it seems like, and there are some collectibles. Oh no, those are probably not cards, it's just the design. New story mission, saving the Nautilus. Go to the armory to protect the iMac. Alright. Am I doing this? I don't think so. I need to go inside like this. There we go. We all are the Nautilus. I don't like the sound.
I must hurry to the armory. I must hurry to the armory.
There's a map. Mess bunks, lab, library, bridge. Whoa. Okay. There's bridge, chart room, exit. Armory is on the left side. You are here. So I need to go far to the left side. Very far. There's going to be a maintenance, doctor, diver room, core, and mess room. Interesting. All right.
No! Blocked!
Oh.
There's only one way to the armory. Going outside.
Going outside. How can we reach this from the outside then? I don't see outside. Maybe I'm taking this very literal. I don't think we should use an elevator.
The elevators are disabled.
Yeah, I wouldn't also use any elevators when there is some kind of alarm. Maybe we need to go back again. Maybe I can use the
Going
buttons.
down, it's not the answer. It's a cul-de-sac.
Let's see. If I'm there, I should be able to go down on the right side. Here.
Going down, it's not the answer.
We need
It's
to
a
get out.
cul-de-sac.
We need to get out. Exit. Outside. It is right next to my place. This one. But now I can't go to the left side. This is super confusing. And these buttons are not working.
Going down, it's not the answer. It's a cul-de-sac.
Okay, for climbing and descending stairs, continue. I think we found the button. But that's going to be the whole map then. All right, what does it say? I am still here now. But I need to get out. Elevator is probably not working.
Useless gearball. Why don't you open?
Probably because of the alarm. There you go.
Gods, the Valkyrie. It's eerier than I thought. I must get to the front hatchway.
Oh, the sound effects are definitely more louder than the voice acting here. Reach the front hatch. The visibility icon appears at the bottom left and shows you whether or not you are visible to enemies. Oh, they're going to be enemies? Oh, this one. Oh my goodness, I got scared. Okay, I should definitely wait there. I thought this is just a light. Just a random light. I'm scared of the light now. Is it coming back? I guess we have to hide here. And now run over. Okay, we're good to go. I'm actually going to put down the volume just a tiny bit, even though I did this already at the beginning, but I think it's a bit more pleasant right now. Excuse me? Okay. I thought I'm going to be safe here, but I'm not. They could have got my legs over there, my feet. All right, let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh, don't go, don't go, don't go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Uh-oh. I need to time this as well.
The main door is not a good idea.
No, probably not. But we can hide here. Oh, tight. That was too close. Go to the armory to protect the iMac. I need a map here again. We are over here. We just need to go down, right? Just need to go down.
It's jammed.
Of course it's jammed. Are you still not working?
These elevators don't work either.
Then we are gonna go down here.
Oh mon Dieu! Adam and Shun, this is a massacre. But wait, these bullet wounds on Shun, there are no blood drops around. He was shot after he was dead. That's disconcerting.
Why would you do that? Guess we have to figure this out.
I must hurry to the armory. I must hurry to the armory.
I know, but you need to climb up, right? I don't have another interaction here. Oh, maybe here. Oh my god, more dead bodies.
The library access seems clear, but I must reach the armory.
So this is at this door. I'm so happy there is a map here, to be honest. I still need to go down, and I think they're actually also showing the letters. So it's on the left side.
Filthy terrorist.
What? I should have done that. But I can know that. All right.
It's jammed. I have to go down to the armory. Maybe I can open the safety hatches from the bridge.
Go to the bridge. Where is the bridge now? I'm not gonna open the library door anymore. The bridge is on top again, so I have to climb up. Yeah, I wanted to do this right at the beginning, but it was not possible.
It's Verne. Is somebody there? No foes here.
Better close the door.
Gabrielle, where's everybody? And Nadine?
The
Oh, you
pilot
can
has
hear the
disappeared.
rain.
Very likely she has been captured with the others at the library.
What happened? How is that even possible that...
I don't know. The servo radars didn't work. Nothing has worked. They crushed us. Damn Raven.
The Raven? Merde!
Well, that's not the worst of all. The captain has activated the Nautilus self-destruction.
What?
He will never let his technology fall into the hands of the nation.
How much time do we have?
Less than 10 minutes.
Mon Dieu! You are the second in command. Can't you disactivate it?
Only Nemo knows the code. He told me to protect the bridge to speed away as soon as we release ourselves. But the engines are currently paralyzed until the captain reactivates the core. That's why we're still outside.
Oh my God! What will we do?
You are the only one who can do something.
What? The only what? I'm not a soldier.
Well, now you must become one. I will open the hatches to the armory chamber. Once there, take the IMAG and do whatever you can to save the Nautilus.
The iMac? It's not a weapon. We barely know how to use it or what it can do. What if it sinks us?
What do you fancy more? A quick death beneath the sea or a long life of tortures at one of the nation's penitentiary mines? Move!
Go to the armor and use the iMac. I think we have to go down here now. Ah, there you go. I found the way. It's a bit complicated.
5 minutes for self-destruction.
Uh-oh.
Please go to your safety stations.
Mon Dieu!
Mon Dieu! Sacre bleu. Always checking out if there is something you can collect. That's probably not working anyway.
It's jammed.
As always. But there is a map again, and we are over here. We're super close, so just to the left side.
He grabbed that paper with his last strength. It's bloodied.
Damn. Better close the door. Yeah, it's full of armor. There is a huge chest. The iMac, I guess. No cracks in the flow of reality are detected.
I'm coming.
Oh, there's the telephone ringing.
Armory here.
Verne, the opto recorders show that the Raven has cornered the captain and the engine core. Go there. I will open the hatch.
And what am I supposed to do?
Think. You'll figure something out. You're an imaginative guy.
Merde.
The iMac is an Atlantean artifact capable of detecting cracks in reality and making small rewrites at specific moments in case things get difficult for you. Okay. How does it look like? It wasn't so bad. iMac offers logical choices. Explore the world to get more options. Select one, but be careful. Not all of them have a happy ending. Interesting. It wasn't too bad. And what does it mean, RT? Will it hold? Ah, okay, it wasn't too bad, right? Will it hold?
The ceiling kept withstanding.
Well done. Now you must wait for the iMac to recharge. If you choose wrong, The iMac may go back a short time, but beware, it doesn't happen often. Happy rewriting. Huh. Well, I didn't expect that. I was about to say, is this same quest? Go to the core and save Nemo. The core was right in the middle.
That paper. I could try with the iMac.
Alright, I decided to play this game with a controller because I don't know how to put out the iMac, which is super easy with the controller because you're doing this by pressing X on your controller. I tried to figure it out, and I even went to the key button settings, but I have no idea how to do this. So over there, it was saying you need to press tab, but it was when I did this, I got this message, nothing here yet. So I'm gonna do this over the controller. Release paper. I'm gonna do this just to see what's gonna happen.
Before die, he released a paper he was holding in his hand.
The nation, ancient Prussian kingdom. The Prussian kingdom, after years at war, gathered from her defeated neighbors enormous wealth and great scientists whose work allowed her to develop impressive technological advances. Thanks to her superiority, in a few years she annexed a large part of Europe too. In 1815, proclaimed herself as the nation, the only one, because there can be only one true nation and only one identity that protects the civilized human being from barbaric savagery. In 1835, the nation began her global expansion and the Great Asiatic 30 Years' War began. In 1860, after the capitulation of the Sino-Japanese alliance and the defeat of Great Russia, the nation turned its gaze to the Golden Empire of Africa. The war spread beyond the continent, and the world of Hemera suffered years of atrocities under the nation's rule. In 1880, after several years of tyrannical peace, and thanks to the technology developed by Captain Nemo, thousands of citizens finally united in a global resistance to fight a planetary-scale guerrilla war against the nation. To the surprise of their military leaders, the fire of revolution was rekindled throughout Hemera. Today, the nation is led by the Men of the Curia, a select group of 23 pro-men, members of the political, military, and scientific elite. Each year, amid great displays of patriotism, a member of the Curia assumes power, but is no more than a formalism, since the nation is managed by more than one head. In fact, I think I skipped. Yep. In fact, one of its foundation is the great power struggles between the various groups that fight to occupy as many seats in the Curia as possible. One can only become part of the Curia by replacing one of its members, so accidents, illness, and suicides are not uncommon in its history. Obviously, the common people have no real voice or vote in the Curia, nor, of course, do they have the slightest influence on the actions of the nation, no matter how much propaganda claims otherwise. I see. Some interesting history here, or about the game. Let's see. You are over here. And what is our task again? Go to the core and save Nemo. There you go.
Blocked.
Supplies room. I am here. The core. There must be a way to go down there. There is a ladder. So we're good to go. We're not good to go. Tidy person. Bomb proof.
Maddie is so good stacking supplies that not even the bombs could have moved them.
But I think we have to do this again, right? I think so, because
The explosions didn't affect the room.
Yes, now it's... Oh! Now we drop down, but there is no way up again. Alright.
I still have some stuff to do.
I know, I was just curious about the dock room. I was just curious. Last action.
Before dying, he left the emergency hatch open.
So we definitely need to use this a bit more often, huh? A bit scared of by going to the right side. I don't know if I'm gonna get attacked again. It would be the right way though, right? Yeah. I would go to the maintenance. Maybe it's not even working. No, it is not even working. Had a feeling. Walking slowly.
Watch the flanks.
Damn, okay.
Come on, protect the core. Don't let them take it over.
It doesn't work. It must have run out of energy. I could fix the electric board.
Saving the Nautilus, fix the electrical pain. It's gonna be hard for me because I can hear there is some shooting. But I guess it's something I have to do. Fix the electrical panel by removing the melted parts. Choose the parts. Select, deselect, and once select you can move it. So I need to fix it by removing the melted parts. This needs to be gone. Oh, that's a huge block here. Usually you can do this by trial and error. But I don't know where it should go. Removing. Where though? I'm just putting it down. Maybe it needs to go entirely down. But it's not gonna work because these are here. This block of 3 is here. And I can't turn it around.
Yes.
Oh wait, what? Oh, I did something, but okay. I have no idea how I did solve that. I need to watch my own what here. Hurry up, I'm hurrying.
Watch the flanks.
Can I do something in the cracks in the flow of reality are detected? Okay, wow.
You just don't know when to surrender. Isn't that so?
Of course not. I still have to finish your face.
The Nautilus is at last in the nation's hands. Tell me how to deactivate the self-destruction and take my word as a gentleman. I will free your crew.
Ha! Gentlemen. I saw in the penitentiary mind what to free means to you, you damn sadist. I will die before releasing the Nautilus to your masters.
It's a shame to end our relationship like this, but... wish granted, Captain. This time you will not escape. Brothers, take aim!
No! What am I doing?
Verne, what are you doing?
Yeah, what am I doing?
Oh, you must be Mr. Verne, and that thing you're threatening me with is the amazing Atlantean artifact I've heard so much fuzz.
Release them and get out. Don't move. Get back.
60 seconds to self-destruction. 60 seconds to self-destruction.
Don't be stupid, Nemo. Stop the countdown before we all die.
No.
Then say goodbye to your dear Verne.
No!
To use the iMac at full capacity, complete the sequence by pressing the correct symbol before the time runs out. If you find the quick time event difficult, disable them in accessibility within the options menu. Well, okay, I'm playing now with a controller, and I'm not used to play with a controller. So, yeah, we'll see about that. Okay. Gee, my brain works.
But what the... again? No.
Verne! I will find you!
The iMac had never displayed that amount of power before. My mind was dragged again to the bridge, an image that was torturing me over the last months. I didn't wake up until a few hours later, A time that surely Nemo felt was like an
Eternity. All right. Was this the first chapter done? Yes, The Siege of the Nautilus, chapter 1 completed. Chapter 2, Diving into Memories, Mobilis and Mobili.
And hopelessness don't exist.
March 27th.
Captain, my take is that the only way to open it safely is exposing it to the IMAG.
Are you sure?
This deadbolt is a piece made by Phobos priests. Their devices were famous for being impenetrable, forged with the remainders of a meteorite. If anyone messes with it, it will launch a discharge of an energy that will cause a deep, infinite terror to whoever receives it.
An energy that causes terror? That's preposterous.
Maybe for you, but for the Atlanteans, the power of Phobos was real enough. Do you think that fear, destructive imagination, and hopelessness don't exist?
Not presented in the shape of fireworks and sparks.
If you don't believe me, feel free to break the chest with a crowbar.
How can the IMAG open it?
The IMAG feeds itself with Mr. Verne's imagination and uses it to creatively change our reality. Therefore, it's a positive force, directly opposed to the kind of energy that the deadbolt uses. I'm reasonably convinced that the energy of the IMAG will nullify the one in the lock.
You mean like sand and rust?
Could be. The deadbolt is a rusty key, and the IMAG, the sand that wipes away when scrubbed.
Do it, Verne.
What the?
What now?
The IMAG. It doesn't work. It looks like it ran out of energy. That explosion must have dried it up.
You must make it work. We must release the compass of destiny from this chest.
Shouting at me won't help.
Adriel, go and look for Petrov. May he bring the torch and...
Captain, I must advise against force opening the chest. Unless you want to lose your mind. What is imperative now is to find an answer to why the IMAG is dead.
If you have any theory, spit it out now.
It's possible that, given that the IMAG gets its energy from the imagination of its host, the problem is inside your mind, Verne.
In my mind?
Yes, that's true. You talked about hallucinations.
Yes. For an instant, I traveled back to a bridge in Paris. I had a similar vision at the island.
Do you remember seeing something like this in your vision?
It certainly has a likeness with the shadow I saw at the bridge, but are you telling me that I saw Phobos, the Atlantean god of fear?
Fear is a narrow description of what Phobos really meant to the Atlantean people. For them, he was the destructive imagination, the one born out from despair and angst. You could also say that his sister Placea, however, represented fantasy. But the truth was that she was perceived as the source of the creative imagination, the one that thrives from hope. I think that Atlanteans believed that the balance between the two brothers dictated one's own sanity. If Phobos has broken that balance in your mind, that would explain the IMAG's silence.
Mythology? You're talking about mythology? I don't believe in Phobos, hence it's impossible that it's harming me.
The thing here is, you are afraid. Too much fear inside you. Until you don't master it, I'm afraid that the IMAG will never work again.
I refuse to believe in hocus pocus.
And how can you explain the IMAG blast? It saved your life.
I don't question that the Atlantean technology doesn't work. What I mean is that...
Enough with the debate! We are losing precious time. What matters is that the IMAG only works with you. It's obvious that your hallucinations are a symptom of some kind of disorder. Visit Dr. Cedric and get yourself a neurological check. That's an order.
All right.
You, Adriel, check the reparations. We must keep afloat for 2 days until we get to the base. We must assume that Commander Hetzel is not far from us.
Yes, Captain.
Why are you still here?
Aren't you bothered by the way we were attacked? They fell upon us too easily. It's more than probable that there is a traitor on board.
A traitor? In the Nautilus? Never. I have personally chosen each member of this crew. There is no question that the nation has found a way to decode our communications.
I envy your confidence, Captain, but you should be aware that during the attack, I found that someone shot Shun's body after his death. I believe that the murderer was trying to hide the fact that he was killed before the boarding.
God damn it. Let's keep our eyes opened. If there is a traitor in such a small space, he or she will be exposed sooner or later. God damn it!
All right. So what is our task? Saving the Nautilus. Here's our mission aftermath part 1. They said we need to go to the doctor. We actually found the doctor's office. So we basically need to go down now.
I may have my issues, but Atlantean magic? Come on. Let's go to deck 3 to see Doc.
I just need to find it again. Aftermath part 1, new story mission. So is everything working again? That's my quest. Go see the doctor. Maybe it is actually working again.
We are underwater. I can't go outside.
No, I don't want to go outside. So we're back on the right side again. I wish we would be just at the core, because that would have been too easy. But maybe we can just go to the bunks now and see the right side of the map.
It doesn't work.
All right. No, would have been too easy. Mobilis in mobile. I was about to say in mobile.
Nemo's organ has always fascinated me, and also gives me chills, just like the captain.
It's massive. Very impressive. Wait, is there some kind of I'm not available. So they said I need to see the rift. But what's this then? Oh, just electricity. I'm just gonna try it out every now and then. To the bridge. So we are on the left side at this time. Yeah, going to the CO2 room actually.
It doesn't work. I can't reach the sick bay. I'll go to the bridge and see if Nadine can help me.
Talk to Nadine on the bridge. Is that Nadine?
Mr. Verne, don't come any closer. These carbo exhausts are quite damaged, and you could breathe polluted air.
I will, but what about you, Sumi?
Don't worry, I'm used to it, and it takes a big deal of carbon dioxide to knock me down.
Will they hold until we reach the base?
I'm working on it. Oh, they must hold. Without them, we couldn't breathe.
I'll stop bothering you. Good luck with that.
Thanks. I will need it.
I'm still amazed that we can breathe under the sea, thanks to these machines.
All right, so we are here now. We need to go to the bridge, so we need to go outside, but we can't because we're underwater, right? So, Nadine, I hope I can find you, though. I really hope so. Wait, there was something here. Hemera Orbis, American Empire, Empire of the Britannian States, the Nation, Uncharted, Colonies of the Empire of the Britannian States, Golden Empire, the Great Ocean. On the left side now, the Eternal Land. Interesting. Lots of uncharted things as well. And of course, on the right side, we're having the Dragon Sea. Oh, look at this head, by the way. Interesting. The Indian Sea, the Rising Sun Empire. It sounds so nice.
Nadine is always reading these penny dreadfuls. awfully boring literature, so to speak.
Well, let her if she enjoys. The Valkyrie. A ship made of terror. The old Juggernaut-class destroyer Valkyrie had become tremendously popular in the nation, thanks to this desperate rescue operation during the 1847 invasion of Britain, which saved the lives of thousands of shipwrecked soldiers. Despite her popularity, the ship, already obsolete for the nation's new technology, was not repaired from the damage received during her last battle and was abandoned in the North Sea for 2 decades. Until the Bloody Raven reclaimed her, he was going to make her the centerpiece of a suicide raid on the Suez Canal and steal control of it from the Golden Empire. The sight of the Valkyrie's rusting hull at the front of the nation's fleet shook the morale of the Anglo-African fleet guarding Port Said, but when her gold mask ripped the hull of HMS Vengeance in half, that same morale was shattered to splinters. The 2 fleets engaged in a skirmish as the rusting destroyer swept through the city and penetrated the canal, destroying everything in her path, sustaining countless damage and transporting more than 15,000 Echo Guards to the very gate of the canal's main control. The Allied fleet was soon defeated by the nation, and the highly strategic Suez Canal became part of their domain in a matter of hours. The strategy had been a success. When the Raven discovered that, despite the virulence of the attack, the old Valkyrie was still standing, he decided to take her as his flagship, repairing the major damage. But retaining her rusty appearance, which had proven to be a terrible psychological weapon, in a short time, and thanks to the Raven's victories, both became one of the most recognizable symbols of this nation's war effort, exploited by propaganda ad nauseam, with products such as the morning radio serial avenging Raven against the evil Captain Nemo.
Jules, good to see you.
Nadine, I'm glad you're alive.
I have a big headache thanks to a rifle butt, but I'm in one piece, not like this melting piece of junk.
It is still a striking piece of junk.
That's because I'm the one who steers it, babe.
We can talk about the nation, the attack, or the ambush.
Don't you find it weird how the servo radars stopped working? They always have spotted any enemy approach from miles away.
Maybe they have discovered a way of avoiding them. All technology improves, even the bad guys.
It looks like too much improvement for such a short time. Don't you think it's possible that someone of the crew has...
Verne, take my advice. Don't go insinuating the idea of a treason. Morale is low enough to allow paranoia gets installed in the ship.
I guess you're right.
Well, the nation then.
Do you think they will find us again?
No doubt about it. We have decoded a radio message from the nation. The Raven is still alive and it's behind us at full throttle. Your hocus-pocus stuff only sent him 200 miles away from us. Sooner or later he will fall upon us, and that's for sure.
If we keep ourselves underwater, he won't find us.
We have been 2 days without recycling air, and the oxy-recyclers are quite damaged. If we don't emerge soon, you will discover what it's like to want to puke with every breath.
Wonderful.
What about the ambush?
The attack has been more of an ambush, don't you agree? They were waiting for us. Did any radio message come out the days before? You must have seen it.
Negative. 10 days ago, the captain imposed silence at the Nautilus. Nothing comes in, neither out.
Is there any radio channel that avoids the primary systems?
Nemo's personal telecommunicator. He's the only one that holds the codes. He uses it for his business with the resistance cells.
You were part of one of these cells, isn't that so?
You can bet your ass. I never had eaten more mud in my fucking life. We traveled fast through Hemera, no more than 3 days in the same spot. We stole from the nation everything that wasn't hammered to the ground. The good thing about that is that I barely knew the warfront.
And then, the Nautilus.
Think about it. A toddler like me, recruited by the Nautilus. I would have done anything Nemo asked me.
Not anymore.
Well, I've been locked here for a while, fighting, and I feel that there's a lot of things outside that I'm missing out.
Fighting tyranny is a horrible job, but someone has to do it.
Yes, I know.
The elevators, they are not working at
I
all.
came for a more mundane issue. Can you activate the elevators for a moment? I must reach the sickbay.
Of course, I hope you're fine. I will give you a few seconds of energy. We are so low at fuel that even SEALs pass us. God, what I'd give for being shopping in New York.
Well, there was also the other option to talk about, but I thought we would be able to, but I guess that's not possible, unfortunately. But we have this opportunity now. Use the elevator to go to the doctor, saving the Nautilus. Before I'm heading over, I'm curious though.
Hello, Assistant Sarah. Are the navigation systems holding up?
Barely. I am patching up all I can to allow Nadine to pilot. I'm sorry, Monsieur Verne. I cannot help you now. These systems require my full attention.
No worries. I was just curious. Just wanted to have a conversation. Oh well. But it's good that we are having the elevators now. And maybe we can use it from here. First time using the elevator. Bridge, library, cabins, workshop, armory, supplies, treasure, to the dock. And also to the diver, but first of all to the dock. Looking very destroyed here. Hello.
Verne, you are here. The Nemiagram isn't prepared yet. Come on in. Make yourself comfortable. How are you?
I felt better before my conversation with Nemo. He's getting more nervous each day.
That happens to all of us.
What's this device? Nemiogram? A memory writer?
That's it. I designed it months ago, but I hadn't the chance to test it. It induces a deep hypnosis trance to a patient, and it's ideal to explore the blocked corners inside his or her mind, theoretically.
Theoretically?
Yes. Your checkup from after the boarding shows no brain damage, nor blood clots that explain your hallucinations. So I decided to try an alternative approach.
Hypnosis? Why?
The IMAG and you are linked by imagination.
Doctor, that sounds terribly unscientific.
Call it in brainwaves or whatever you like. The undeniable matter here is that the IMAG only works with your brain. The Raven attack provoked a trauma, and because of that, the IMAG doesn't work anymore.
And how is this machine supposed to cure me?
It will not cure you. My intention with the Nemiogram is to discover what happened to you at that island. You have told me many times that although you don't hold any memory of that episode, you believe that there is where you found the IMAG and suffered your first bridge hallucination. Maybe the memory of the events you experienced at the island holds the answer, or at least a clue that will help us to cure your malady and the captain's concerns.
A very interesting hypothesis, but frankly, Doc, are you sure that you aren't going to fry my brains?
Of course not. Theoretically. I guess we'll be able to find out about it. Relax while I finish the adjustments.
I don't even know what that is anymore.
You work with the vaccine, the Bloody Raven. Does it hurt?
So, how's the vaccine?
Intact, at least. Luckily, the Nation minions didn't make it to here. On the other hand, my research is absolutely at a standstill. Cholera is an extremely resistant bacteria. Each day more and more people die from it. From what I've been informed, the horror I lived in India is nothing compared to what is going on right now among the workers of the Nation's factories.
You know you have me here for whatever you need. In the event I survive this machine, of course.
The Bloody Raven?
Someone around here has told me a story about you facing the Bloody Raven years ago.
I don't know who has told you such a stretch of the truth. I just have seen him once, from away, and he still froze the blood in my veins. It was a long time ago, in India, in a village in the middle of the jungle. We the Brits were holding our position in front of the nation's advances until the Raven and his Echo Guards arrived.
How do you think they have found us? We didn't emerge for 3 days.
I've been at war too many years to still believe in coincidence.
Shun's wound. When do we start? Does it hurt?
Did you analyze Shun's body? I believe I saw something.
Oh, Shun's.
Something that didn't match the scene, right? He didn't die from bullet wounds. Lethal head injury. My suspicion, somebody attacked him from behind before the nation's boarding, and then shot the body to blend the murder with the other deaths.
That night, he was on bridge duty, and mysteriously, servo radar stopped working. Someone in the crew is...
You should discuss these matters with the captain. I am just a doctor. My patients are my mission, and right now, you're one of them.
When do we start?
It's ready. Let's begin. Focus. Tell me about the bridge.
It's a bridge. In Paris, I believe. Mist surrounds me. I have a strange feeling, because there is someone else here with me. I have felt that very same presence before, at the island, before the Nautilus.
Focus on it. Let yourself go.
I'll try. It's difficult to focus. Everything began 6 months ago, the day of the wreck of the AES Annabelle Lee.
The aftermath part 1 is complete. Oh, that was chapter 2, the mnemogram. Oh, that's a hard word to say.
Cedric's strange machine unleashed my memories, lightening the dark void of my stay at the island. The Annabelle Lee was my first assignment as a scientific officer at the American Empire Navy. In addition to the war's own menace, there was a rumor that a huge sea monster was around, sinking ships. Despite my skepticism, 3 weeks after our departure, in the dead of night, that rumor became a reality by pouncing on our ship and in a matter of minutes wrecking us. By some miracle, I survived. Luckily, the currents brought me to the island. Later, I understood that my extraordinary journey started right there. Where am I?
But I'm stopping now with chapter 3. I think this game is actually not that long and I don't want to spoiler too much. So, what can I say? What can I say about this game? Actually, let's go back to the main menu. I think this game is heavily story-based. There is lots of storytelling here, which is great with The Shape of Fantasy Verne. It's a heavily story-driven game. The gameplay mechanics are reminding me of point-and-click adventures. I think that was also the tag here. There are probably some puzzles. I only had one puzzle, which I kind of lucked through. And there are some quick time events. Maybe because I faced only one so far, but I could imagine it's probably all around the place. I'm surprised there's some voice acting, which is making it so much easier for people who are a bit lazy with reading. And the sound effect, the music is also absolutely great, to be honest, which are also very, very important to me in a game. But I think this game might be a bit too repetitive for some people. There are no big game mechanics, but it's probably also this kind of genre. So you need to be aware of that. Otherwise, I think this game is offering you a great adventure, and I am curious if you guys would want to see more, or if this is enough of the gameplay. But I think it's actually giving you a good hint what kind of game this is. I would like to say thank you so much for trying out the Shape of Fantasy World with me. I hope this was helping you to figure out if you want to spend your money wisely for this game. I would recommend it. And thank you so much again for watching the video. If you like this kind of content, please like and subscribe. Otherwise, have a nice day.